Last Tuesday, I sat down with a retired couple in Scottsdale, both over 65, both filed their taxes on time in April. They used one of the major tax software programs. You know the one. It asked them every question it was supposed to ask. It walked them through income, through deductions, through credits. At the end, it told them they owed $3,200. They paid it. They closed the laptop and considered the matter resolved. What their tax software did not do, and what it was not programmed to flag, what it did not generate a single prompt for, what it silently skipped over as if the form did not exist, was tell them that the Internal Revenue Service had created a brand new deduction in the summer of 2025, a deduction specifically for American taxpayers aged 65 and older, worth $6,000 per person, $12,000 for a married couple filing jointly, available for exactly 4 tax years. And right now, in June of 2026, that deduction has already been available for 2 full tax filing seasons, and the IRS itself has publicly warned that most tax preparation software is not applying it automatically. That couple in Scottsdale overpaid by $6,000. They will never see that money unless someone tells them to file an amended return, and the tax software company that collected their filing fee has no legal obligation to tell them what it missed. This is not a story about a tax loophole for the wealthy. This is not a story about an obscure provision buried in a 1,000-page bill that only a CPA would ever find. This is a story about a deduction the IRS created specifically for retirees, announced publicly, wrote into the tax code, and then watched as the companies you paid to prepare your return simply did not build the form into their software. In the next 10 minutes, I am going to walk you through exactly what this deduction is, who qualifies, why your software almost certainly missed it, and the precise steps you need to take right now, this week, before the estimated tax deadline in September to make sure you do not leave thousands of dollars sitting in the Treasury Department's bank account instead of yours. Here is exactly what you will know by the end of this video. Promise number 1, the exact name of the deduction, the form number you need, and the specific dollar amount you are entitled to based on your filing status and income. Nothing vague, everything specific. Promise number 2, the 3 reasons your tax software did not flag this deduction, including the IRS public statement from February of 2026 that confirmed the problem, and why the software companies have no incentive to fix it. Promise number 3, a step-by-step walkthrough of how to check whether you already missed this deduction on your 2025 return, how to file an amended return, and the deadline you must meet. Promise number 4, 5 additional tax breaks the IRS has built into the tax code specifically for Americans over 65, most of which have existed for years and are still missed by more than half of eligible filers. Promise number 5, a simple checklist you can print and hand to your tax preparer next year so you never leave money on the table again, because this deduction expires in 2028, and every year you miss it is money you will never get back. My name is Henderson. I track IRS rule changes, federal tax code updates, and the specific provisions that affect American retirees, seniors, and anyone managing fixed income in retirement. What I do is read the actual IRS publications, the revenue procedures, and the public law text so you do not have to. On July 4th, 2025, the President signed into law something called the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, Public Law 119-21. Most of the headlines at the time focused on the larger provisions, the tax brackets, the corporate rate changes, the standard deduction adjustments, but buried in the section titled Provisions for Individuals and Workers was a single paragraph that created something the IRS now calls the Senior Bonus Deduction. If you are 65 years old or older by the end of the tax year, and your adjusted gross income falls below the phase-out threshold, you are entitled to deduct up to $6,000 from your taxable income, per person. That means if you and your spouse are both over 65 and file jointly, and your combined adjusted gross income is below the threshold, you can deduct up to $12,000 per year, every year from tax year 2025 through tax year 2028, 4 years total. Let me be precise about what this means in dollars. It was announced publicly. The IRS itself warned that software was not applying it, and yet here we are in June of 2026, and the vast majority of eligible seniors still do not know it exists. That is a failure of the tax preparation industry. It is not a failure of the taxpayer. Your job is not to become a tax expert. Your job is to know enough to ask the right questions and to verify that the forms you are entitled to are actually being filed. That is what this channel is for. Every video I publish walks through one of these provisions, what it is, who qualifies, and exactly how to claim it, so that you never again pay $1 more than the tax code actually requires. If this video helped you understand the senior bonus deduction and you want to stay informed on every IRS rule change that affects retirees, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I publish new videos every week covering tax changes, Social Security updates, Medicare rules, and the financial strategies that help you keep more of what you earned. If you want to go even deeper, I have a free newsletter where I send out a weekly breakdown of every IRS update that affects retirees, with the exact form numbers, the deadlines, and the dollar amounts. You can sign up at lucashenderson.com. Before you close this video, I have one request. Think of one person you know who is over 65 and filed their taxes this year using software, a friend, a neighbor, a sibling, your parents. Send them a link to this video. It will take you 15 seconds, and it could put $6,000 back in their pocket. Money they are legally entitled to, money that is theirs, money that their tax software simply did not tell them about. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.